Hey there, TRASTRA fans, and welcome to episode 96 of TRASTRA Newsreel. Lots to talk about. The recent surge of Bitcoin, which has triumphantly rebounded above $42,000, is top news. We will also discuss the roller coaster of liquidations, analyst insights, and predictions. We'll talk about the U.S. government's plans to sell $120 million worth of Bitcoin seized from the dark web dealers Farace and Sean Bridges. Explore the explosive growth of on-chain crypto users with Ethereum, Polygon, and Bitcoin leading the charge, of course. Bitwise has published the wallet for its spot Bitcoin ETF. Tremendous news. We'll definitely talk about that. Layer 2 networks are on fire, but fees continue to soar by triple digits. We'll discuss the reasons for that. We'll talk about international drug kingpin Bunmeet Singh's colossal crypto forfeiture and the staggering increase in XRP wallets. We'll cover the surge in stablecoin transfer volume on Solana, Dogecoin's rise following a new Twitter account creation, and rumors of somehow being featured in the future payment infrastructure on Twitter. I am personally skeptical, but you be the judge. And the drama surrounding former Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao's legal battles, and those are pretty formidable. There's also news on the SEC's decisions on Ethereum ETFs, the sentencing of a lawyer involved in the OneCoin scheme, and the hilarious hack of Algorand Foundation CEO Stacey Warden's Twitter account. In short, you're in for a whole bunch of quality crypto infotainment, so don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and click the bell icon so you never miss an episode. And of course, follow us on Twitter. We actually have a whole bunch of communications channels for you to pick from, so visit our website, TRASTRA.com, and choose your favorite. And join our Telegram community. With all that, welcome to episode 96 of your beloved TRASTRA Newsreel. Bitcoin's price rebounded back above $42,000 amid slowing outflows from Grayscale's converted spot Bitcoin ETF for the fifth consecutive day. The rise caused over $100 million in liquidations on centralized exchanges on Thursday and Friday last week, predominantly on the short side. Following a 20% decline post-ETF launch, JP Morgan analysts said on Friday they expect limited further downside for Bitcoin as profit-taking in GBTC has largely concluded. However, according to Chris Berniski, Bitcoin faces months of struggle to reclaim lost ground and challenge local highs. In a Twitter post on January 25th, Berniski, who's now a partner at crypto venture capital firm Placeholder, said that the BTC price should at least drop to $30,000. In his opinion, Bitcoin would have to tank to at least 30 to 36K before a local bottom, and wouldn't be surprised, and he wouldn't be surprised, that is, if we test the mid to high 20s before all is said and done, and we can make an actual move towards the previous ATHs. And another quote, "The path to get there will be volatile, expect fake outs, and it will take months to play out." I'll include the link to the tweet in the description so you can check it out in its entirety. Chris Berniski is an awesome guy. You do very well to follow him on Twitter if you aren't already. The U.S. government recently filed a notice announcing its plans to sell approximately $120 million worth of Bitcoin seized from dark web drug dealer Farace and his associate Sean Bridges in 2021. Farace, who used the pseudonym Xanax Man, was charged by the DOJ in 2018 for selling drugs for Bitcoin on the Silk Road website. The U.S. government also said that anyone who wanted to claim interest in the forfeited property could do so within 60 days. Separately, a U.S. appeals court finalized a mandate formalizing the forfeiture of 69,370 Bitcoins connected to the now defunct Silk Road market in December. According to Flipside Crypto, in 2023, the cryptocurrency sector experienced a record increase in on-chain users with 62.1 million new participants joining the fray. Ethereum led the surge, acquiring 15.4 million new users, while Polygon followed closely with 15.2 million. Bitcoin also showed strong growth, adding 10.7 million new users. Notably, Solana, despite facing challenges, managed to attract 5.6 million new users, particularly in May and December. Bitwise became the first spot Bitcoin ETF issuer to publish the wallet for its fund. The wallet has since accumulated over $5,000 in various assets, not much, but including small amounts of Bitcoin, BRC20 tokens, and NFTs. According to Bitwise CIO Matt Hogan, all assets received by the wallet will accrue to the benefit of BITB shareholders. According to the fund's filing, Bitwise may convert involuntarily received assets into cash for proportional distribution among shareholders. However, as the wallet address is now public and anyone can send funds to it. Concerns arose regarding the fund potentially receiving assets from addresses sanctioned by the US government. Hogan said this issue is tackled at the custodial level. Coinbase Bitwise custodian said it blocks and reports transactions from OFAC sanctioned addresses to ensure legal compliance. It does so by transferring such funds to a Coinbase internal holding account, according to a blog post. Ethereum's layer 2 networks experienced a staggering 400% surge in transaction fees last year, according to a report by P2P lending protocol PWN. This increase was led by Arbitrum and Optimism, which saw their network fees jump by 190% and 103% respectively. Ironically, while layer 2 fees skyrocketed, Ethereum mainnet fees dropped by 44%, hinting at a significant migration to these more cost-effective layer 2 solutions. Bitcoin fees soared even higher by 461%, boosted by the Ordinals ecosystem. Unsurprisingly, the DeFi sector, particularly decentralized exchanges like Uniswap, faced a downturn with a 50% drop in total fees generation. Funnily enough, fees on NFT marketplaces went down by 87%, but obviously not because of the advanced trading tech, but because very few of us give the slightest shit about NFTs anymore. Unless, of course, it's Ordinals-based Genesis Cat from the Taproot Wizards collection that was recently sold for $254,000 at a Sotheby's auction. Amazingly, Sotheby's Ordinals curated sale auction featured 19 lots from 11 artists and earned $1.1 million in total. But again, the overall stats from the NFT verse are pretty gloomy. So, Banmeet Singh, a 40-year-old international drug kingpin, wow, what a title, has admitted in U.S. federal court to running a vast narcotics operation and agreed to forfeit over $327 million in cryptocurrencies. Singh's drug ring, operating from his UK home since 2012, distributed various drugs, including heroin and fentanyl, across the U.S. He has been compared to notorious traffickers like El Chapo, but compared to the unlucky leader of the Sinaloa cartel, faces a surprisingly lenient 8-year prison sentence. The number of wallets holding XRP has dramatically increased, according to a recent analysis by the market intelligence platform Saintment. I love the name Saintment, not sentiment, but Saintment. Over the past 3 years, wallets with a non-zero balance of XRP have surged by 102%, reaching over 5 million wallets. This growth represents a significant milestone for the XRP ledger, having been operational for more than a decade. The data also reveals that the total number of active XRP wallets is now 5,031,350, collectively holding nearly 100 billion XRP. The transfer volume of stablecoins on the Layer 1 Solana blockchain hit a new record in January, exceeding 300 billion. Solana's stablecoin market share is currently almost 32%, a massive increase from the 1.2% share it had a year ago. Stablecoin activity on Solana started picking up in October 2023 and has steadily increased by 650%. Wow. Arguably, the most popular meme coin, Dogecoin, hit a weekly high last week following the creation of the new X Payments account on Twitter, which clocked over 100,000 followers in just a couple of days. While an official announcement about payment functions is yet to be made, many crypto traders on Twitter strongly believe that Doge could be made part of the offering due to its occasional mention by Elon Musk. Musk previously allowed Doge payments on Tesla's merchandise store shortly after he took over the platform in 2023, which caused a 22% spike in Doge's price. Former Binance CEO Changpeng Zhao tried to pledge his multi-billion-dollar stake in Binance US as a security to be permitted to travel back to the United Arab Emirates temporarily, according to a newly released court filing. According to a letter to Judge Richard Jones, Zhao's equity on the exchange was worth about $4.5 billion based on a funding round 2 years ago. Zhao intended to travel to the Emirates for up to 4 weeks in early January to visit a family member undergoing surgery. However, Judge Richard Jones declined the request in a closed-door hearing. The U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission has pushed a decision on BlackRock's spot Ethereum ETF to March, citing the need for more time to review the proposed rule change. In a separate decision, the regulator also invited public comments on Grayscale's Ether ETF proposal, therefore pushing the deadline for a decision back by an additional 35 days upon publication in the Federal Register. Many experts speculate that the Commission could take the maximum allowable 240 days to decide on whether to approve or deny the investment vehicle. Ether ETF applicants also include VanEck, ARK21 Shares, Invesco, Galaxy, and Fidelity, so the usual suspects. A federal judge sentenced a lawyer responsible for money laundering through the OneCoin crypto scheme to 10 years in prison. Judge Edgardo Ramos sentenced Mark Scott to a decade behind bars on on charges of conspiracy to commit bank fraud and conspiracy to commit money laundering. Scott worked with OneCoin by laundering funds under the direction of crypto queen Ruja Ignatova, one of the most elusive crypto criminals who is still on the run even after being added to the FBI 10 most wanted list in June 2022 and being made a subject of an international Interpol warrant by German authorities. Scott, however, was apprehended and convicted in November 2019 and has been awaiting sentencing ever since. Prosecutors pushed for Scott to receive a maximum sentence of 17 years while his legal team recommended only 5 years in prison. We'll see how that plays out. And finally, the Algorand Foundation announced that its CEO Stacey Warden's Twitter account was compromised and asked its community to refrain from clicking links on or responding to direct messages. On January 26th, Warden's account shared a post calling the Algorand community poor while using a racial slur, indicating that someone else is in control of the account. Following this, the hacker urged the community to sell Algorand's native token Algo. Roughly 15 hours after the first announcement, the individual was still running the account, posting messages containing racial slurs and insults about Warden, both while posting and replying to Twitter users. I have no idea how that's possible. I mean, 15 hours, you're going to just, she probably is not that much on Twitter because, blocking an account or, changing your password's a matter of a couple of seconds. So she just let it go on, or somebody else let it, I don't know. But it's a hilarious story for someone who's really, looking out for your digital and financial well-being. That's pretty weird. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this one. I will see you in the next video. Make sure to subscribe to all of our social, become a member of our community. We've got some cool stuff going on there on Telegram, and I will see you later. Peace.